So I wanted to show you quickly how I handle mugshots. Like this is mugshot with just one baby, which is easy, centered. I can go in and crop this and fix the background pretty easily. But when you have siblings, it can be a little trickier because everyone's squirming around and fitting 3 kids on. I should have pulled them down, but you know, you just have a very small window to grab these pictures. And I mean, look how adorable they are. It was such a fun session. But for me to do this clipping path and to get, because I need to put a white background behind him, it was just taking forever. And for stuff like that, just send it out to retouch up. They did such a great job. So I sent them this file and I just asked for a clipping path. And they did this, which is great. You can't really tell, but they actually added hair and everything here to fill it in. Obviously you lose the shadows. So all I did was I brought this in and laid it over the first file and masked in what I wanted here. So it was kind of I had the original image, and then I had this on top, and then I had the color that I added. So kind of compiled them all together. And where is my finished? I haven't converted this yet for the black and white mugshots, but I'll do that right now. The one thing that's tricky with siblings is obviously the crop gets a little tricky. Oh, I accidentally opened these twice. I prefer to convert these in RAW, but I couldn't because doing the clipping path when it's black and white is a lot harder because you're just losing some contrast details. So I'm gonna do the camera raw filter in here. It's from Hello Little and Perfect Baby, but look, it's like way overexposed. So I'm gonna bring down the exposure and I'm gonna bring down, I think I'm gonna bring down the whites. Let me see, I think I might actually do a brush. Let me see what my values are here. Oof, that's pretty bad. I'm gonna bring the exposure down more there. So the whites are at like 248, 249, which is, I like it to be 245 at least. There, that's better. But there's a little bit on their shirts. There we go. Perfect. And I might go in and just lighten up a little bit on their faces. Maybe we'll bring up the blacks a little more. But you really want to keep that contrast. Bring up shadows. Look how cute that is. All right, let's look at before and after here. Just say okay. That's after, before. I just love these. They're so cute. So I'll do that to each one of these images, and they're different exposures kind of, so let me just do the next one. If they were all the same, you could just redo the same filter, but I know that they're gonna need tweaking. Like this one I think is just perfect as is, although look at right here. I might have to go in and fix this. It looks like a funky clipping path there. Okay, and look, they're so cute. All right, one more, camera raw. Black and white, this one's a little too hot. There we go, what are we at? 239, let's bring it up a little. In case you don't know, you can obviously go into this panel and adjust here. But if you're in a different panel, if you hover, it shows you what you're adjusting. The middle is exposure, then shadows, blacks, highlights, whites. See, it shows you right here. And this looks good, 249, that's a little hot. 234, 241. Since the other one was 245, I want them to be pretty close, because if they go side by side, that's pretty good. All right, 242. Great, and they're done. That's my dog in the background. So I'm happy with this. I'm just gonna now go in and fix a little bit of the background. Like there's a little fabric fold there on the bottom right, here on the bottom left, but I think the hair looks great. It cost $1.50 an image to get that clipping path done, and it was done in less than a day. It's great. All right, so I just thought I would share that with you.